working a little bit more with question words, who, what, when, where, why. But now instead of the to be verb, we're using the do verb, do and does. And following this pattern, like at the top, the question word, the correct form of to do. We have do, does, and did if it's in the past tense. And then the subject and the main verb. So in this first section, we have all the words that we need for a sentence, but we need to put them in the correct order. So in the example, it says, you do what like to read. If we're following this pattern, we put what is the question word first, then do, then the subject, and then like to read is the end of the sentence. So I'm going, good morning. Going to give you a few minutes to work on 1 through 8. Don't do the questions down here, just give it a try for sentences 1 through 8, and then we'll go over them together. You need to unscribble the words and try to put them in the right order. Okay, let's start going over these a little bit. It's okay if you didn't finish all the way. But how about number 1, Alexander?
I eat example.
No, number 1. So we're following the pattern up there, so which one is the question word?
Does he eat on Saturday?
Okay, so I didn't hear what you said in the beginning, but what? What
Does he eat on Saturday?
Good. What does he eat on Saturday? So we have the question word, the form of to do, the subject is he, and then the main verb is eat. And then on Saturday is just extra information. Right? Okay, good job. How about number 2, Cynthia? When do you go? Here's the pattern. Question word when, to do verb, you is the subject, go is the main verb, and then go to work. To work is the extra information, the other words. Nice job. Number 3, Sarah. That's good. Where do your kids? Nope, so where do your kids, that's the question word, the to-do verb, the subject, and then go to school at the end. Go to. Your kids go to school. That's okay. Yeah. Okay, Sylvia, number 4.
Where Joseph and Andre go on Monday?
Good. Where does Andre go on Monday? On Monday, extra information. Good. How about number 5, Carolina?
Where do you like chicken?
Good. Where do I What does that mean, check in? Where would you be if you have to check in? We talked about check out in the library, but where do you have to check in? That's when we check out, when we return things or we take the books home. Check in is when you have to tell somebody that you are here. So we check in at a hotel. When we go to the hotel desk and say, I have reservation, my name is Stephanie Larkins, they say, oh, we have room for you. So check in means to tell somebody you are here and you are ready. So we can check in at a hotel. I check you in class. I look to see that you are here and check in for attendance. But it just lets somebody know you are here when you check in.
Check-in appointment. Check-in appointment.
Oh yeah, at the doctor's, when you go to say, I have an appointment at 3 o'clock, I'm here, that's check in. And they say, wait here, they will call you in a minute, yes. Good. Okay, number 6, Alexander.
Who do you sit by in class?
Good. Who do you sit by in class? Perfect. Number 7, Cynthia.
What did you call late?
Why did you call so late? Did, that means it's past tense. If you're asking somebody about why they called last night, very late. And last one, number 8, Sarah.
I didn't finish. Okay. Who did you talk to yesterday?
Good, perfect. Who did you talk to yesterday? Perfect. Okay, so in the bottom section, it's giving us the question word and it gives us an answer. We have to make the question. The tricky part is the question must follow the same pattern. So we must have the same form of the to-do verb, the subject, the main verb. So let's see if we can do it together. Number 1, we're using what? And the answer says, after school, I always read my book.
What do you do after the school?
Good. What do, and because the answer says I, that means in the question we're asking you, right? So what do you do after school? After school, I always read my book. Nice job, matches there. Number 2 says who, and the answer says I live with my family. What do you think, Carolina? Who do you live with? Who do you live with? I live with my family. Perfect. How about number 3, Alexander? It says where, and the answer says he works in Tacoma.
Where do he works?
Yes, except for we have to match the to-do verb with he, so it's going to say where does, instead of do, does he work? He works in Tacoma. Perfect. Okay, number 4, Sylvia, what do you think?
When she go Friday,
So what did you say in between there? When, what?
did you go Friday?
So that's really close, missing one little part in there. When do you go to the library? When do you go to the library? On Friday tells us the time. And we're asking when, and it tells us the time. So when do you go to the library? We would use on Friday if it said, where do you go on Friday? I go to the library. But in this case, the answer is on Friday. So when do you go to the library? Good. Number 5, Sarah.
Why she go to class?
Why does she go?
Oh God.
Yes, why does she go to class? You have to have that to do verb in there. Good job. Number 6, Cynthia.
What did you do last night?
Good. What did you do last night? Past tense. Carolina, number 7.
When did we go?
Yes. Where did we go? We went to the doctor. You could also say, where did you go? Meaning where did you go? We went to the doctor. If you're including yourself in there too, we is fine. Okay, number 8, Alexander.
Why did he like this weather?
But why did he like the sweater? Perfect. Okay, so you can go ahead and put away your grammar book when you're done with these sentences and take out this part of your homework, the one that looks like this. Okay. So we learned some spring vocabulary, hopefully. Everybody have this one? Okay. Number 1 word is autumn. Everyone. Autumn. What letter is autumn? L. The season. Oh. Oh yeah. Season after summer. L. L. How many seasons do we have?
4.
And they're what?
Spring. All she's over. Wow.
Spring, summer, fall, and winter. But fall is also sometimes called autumn. Autumn. Good. Okay, how about number 2, Sylvia? S. Birds. Everyone, birds. Animals with wings. Good job. How about number 3, Sarah? Boots.
G.
High top footwear. That means shoes that you wear on your feet that come up more like on your leg a little bit. They can be low or high, but that is boots. High top footwear. G. How about next one is breezy. Everyone?
Breezy.
Which one is breezy, Cynthia? Letter what?
C.
C, windy. Yes, breezy is another name for windy. Although if it's breezy, the wind is very light. Just a little bit of wind. If we say breezy. Okay, number 5, cloudy. Everyone. Carolina, which one is cloudy? are many clouds in the sky. If there's just a little bit of clouds here and there, we do not say that it's cloudy. We say it's cloudy when there's many clouds in the sky that's covering all of the sky. Okay, number 6, cool, Alexander.
N.
N? Did you say N? Which letter?
N.
Cool is, let's see, between cold and warm. A, letter A. Letter A. So we have cold, cool, warm, hot. That's kind of how it goes with the temperature when we're describing the temperature. If it's cool outside, it's a little bit cold, but it's not like wintertime cold. So maybe just a light jacket, not a big heavy jacket or a sweater, it's okay. So cool, so that is letter A. Okay, number 7, Easter, Sylvia. M. Easter is a religious holiday, yes. For some children, it's just a fun holiday with the Easter bunny and eggs, but it did start out as a religious holiday. Very important. Number 8, Sarah, flowers. Everyone,
Flowers.
what's flowers?
Bloom, yeah,
Yes, oh, a blooming plant. A blooming plant. Flowers start out covered up like this, and when the spring comes, they bloom. That means they open up towards the sky and they look very beautiful. That's flowers. Number 9 says the number 4. Which one is that, Cynthia? A?
I.
Oh, I. The number of seasons, yes, I, 4. Okay, how about number 10, garden, everyone? Garden. Garden. What is garden, Carolina? Yes, P. A garden is a place where we grow things. Can be plants, flowers, vegetables, but we grow things in a garden. Next word, lawnmower. Everyone.
More.
Alexander, what's a lawnmower?
Q.
Q. Yes. Use this to cut the grass. Q. Everybody know what is a lawnmower? Have you seen a lawnmower before? Looks like this. Oh, just kidding. Looks like this. Yeah, this is a lawnmower. Lawnmower. Many different kinds, big, small. Some lawnmowers you can ride on if you have a lot of grass, but yes, used to cut grass. Okay, number 12, March, everyone. Which one's March, Sylvia? J, yes. The month that spring starts. Spring is March, April, and May. March, April, and May. Number 13, Cynthia, puddles, everyone. Which one is puddles? Letter F, small pools of water. And it happens after it rains. We see water puddles everywhere. Like, look again. Let's see what it shows us. Yep, so we see this when we're walking down. We see small pools of water after it rains. When my daughter was little, she used to like to put on rain boots like this and jump in the puddles. Right? Water goes everywhere. Yes. Okay. Okay, next one, rain. Sarah, which one is that?
Water drops.
Yes, D. D, water droplets. Good job. Okay, number 15, Carolina, rainbow. Yes, T. That word arch, it refers to a shape. This is an arch, kind of like a half circle, but it's called an arch. Arch. Okay, number 16, raincoat. Sylvia. Yes, it's a type of coat that we wear in the rain. Okay, number 17, spring break. Alexander.
N,
I think I skipped you. What?
N,
N, a school vacation. We will all have a spring break coming up. Where we're out of school for 2 weeks. Okay, Cynthia, umbrella. H, open this when it rains. Everyone knows what is an umbrella? Some people say it is bad luck to open your umbrella inside. Only outside, right? Sarah, warm, number 19.
I've heard the A and the B and the almost the same. I've heard the A, but then B.
Yes, it's B. So looking on our scale right here, it's between cool and hot, so it's B. And last one is winter. Everyone, what letter was that? Q? K. K. Season before spring is winter. Today is the beginning, or yesterday was the beginning of March, so it's the official beginning of spring. All right. We're not gonna go through the word search, but I would like to see that you match the pictures correctly. What picture is this? Which word? 15 is spring cleaning. Good, spring cleaning. Many people clean their whole house in the spring when the weather changes. They clean out closets and drawers and get rid of things they no longer want. It's a popular time to do deep cleaning of your house. Okay, how about this picture? What is this one? 7, umbrella. Umbrella. Nice. How about this picture here? Yes, it looks like it needs a lawnmower. It's very long, right? What?
Look like a pen. Not look like grass. Sometimes there's pictures.
Are a little confusing?
Wrong, yeah.
Yes, I agree. Okay, how about this picture here?
Seed. Throwing the seed in the
Planting.
ground.
That one is actually seeding. This one, number 3. See how they're throwing the seeds on the ground? This one's seeding. It's number 3. A little bit tricky. How about this one? 13, butterfly. Butterfly, good job. How about this one?
12.
Bee. Bee. That looks like a friendly bee. I don't like bees. How about this one?
Raincoat.
Raincoat, which is number 8. This one?
Rabbit.
14 is bunny. Bunny and rabbit, same. How about this one?
5. Blossom.
Yes, blossom, blossom. That's what we call it when flowers open up. We say they blossom. How about this picture?
Rainbow.
Yes, the rainbow, number 2. This one? Flowers. This one is planting. This is the one that's planting, number 16. These pictures got cut off a little bit, but let's see if we can tell what's this one. Nope, this one is actually number 9, it's a lamb.
Oh, it's
That's what we call a baby sheep. A baby sheep is a lamb. Okay, how about this one?
Which one?
Speak to
This one,
Four.
That's Easter.
Easter.
It's the best.
Yes, so it's Easter. We can't see this one very well.
Planning?
I think this one's planting, this one's gardening maybe.
That's the guy behind it, they have one plan.
I don't know, these two look similar, but I'm gonna say this one's planting, this one's gardening.
Sometimes when the picture make it complicated.
Yeah, especially because we can't see this picture all the way, that's okay though. And this last one,
That is a single question mark.
I don't know that one either.
Set, show,
Shower, but that doesn't look like a shower. Interesting, I don't know what that one is either.
Gold egg.
What?
Gold egg.
Oh, yeah, that's what it looks like, an egg, oh, yeah. Were you able to find all the words in the word search?
I did.
Yeah, okay, good. All right, before we move on, I want to talk about our schedule for this week. So we need to do our in-class testing to determine, levels for next quarter. I don't want to do them all in one day. So today, in the second part of our class, we will do the reading test. Tomorrow, we will do the writing test. And then Wednesday, the end of level test. And then Thursday, we will register for spring quarter. So Thursday, make sure to bring your $25 and be ready to register. Christy will come in and register for spring quarter. And tomorrow, Teresa will be teaching. So she will be here, she will teach the first half of the class, and then she will give the writing test the second half of the class. It's very important that you're here for these 3 days, because I use these tests and your CASA scores to determine what level you will be next quarter. Okay, so very important that you're here for those tests.
How do you test the writing test with the story?
We do it every quarter, you've taken it a lot of times. But we're gonna get ready for the writing test today.
I don't like the writing test.
I know. So the way the writing test works is you will be given a question or a topic and asked to do your best writing about that topic. So we are going to see if we can write together. So what do you remember about writing sentences? If you're writing your best sentences, what should you be remembering? What goes at the beginning of every sentence? Capital letters. And at the end of every sentence, we should have punctuation. That means you have a period, a question mark, or an exclamation point. And every sentence needs to have a subject and a verb. So in your writing test, I am looking to see if you remember these things. So when you go back to look over and make sure you're doing your best work, make sure that every sentence has a capital letter, punctuation at the end, and a subject and a verb. And then what do we remember about writing a paragraph? What should be at the beginning of every paragraph? Yes, so all the sentence rules go to the paragraph, but what's the first sentence of every paragraph? Sometimes you can have a title, but I'm looking for the topic sentence. or sometimes we call it the introduction. So if you're writing a paragraph, your first sentence always needs to be the topic sentence, the introduction. And then we have at least 3 details. And the details need to connect to the topic sentence. So if my topic sentence says I'm writing about my pet dog, all of my details should match talking about my pet dog. And then my last sentence needs to be a conclusion or an end. And also when we are writing a paragraph, we indent the first sentence. What does that mean? That means when I'm writing sentence number 1, and then this is the first line of my text, my next line starts over here, and I continue to write. This spacing over is called an indent. So we just have a small space over to start the paragraph at the beginning. Yes, indent.
Indent the sentence?
Well, I said sentence number 1. I was just saying if you're writing, this first sentence should be spaced over just a little bit, and then the second line starts all the way over on the side of the paper. So when I'm looking to determine how good is your writing, these are the things that I am looking for to see if you remember. I know that everybody's still working on spelling, so I look at that a little bit, but not as much as I look at these things. So if you are, let's think about something. Let me see. Give me 1 second. Okay, this is my paragraph about my weekend. You tell me, what mistakes did I make? So let's look at our rules over here. First of all, look at my sentences. Do all of my sentences have a capital letter at the beginning? Yes. So I have here, 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 here. Yes. Do all of my sentences have punctuation at the end? Yes, I missed it right here. Do they all have the correct punctuation at the end? How about this? I went to the grocery store, question mark? Is that a question? No, that should just be a period, right? I'm not asking a question, I'm telling you. They all have a subject and verb. I did, I went, my dog is, I went. Okay, I'm good there. Now I'm looking at paragraphs. Do I have a topic sentence? What is my topic sentence? Here's my topic sentence. I did a lot of things this weekend. As long as the rest of my paragraph talks about the things I did on the weekend, that's a good topic sentence. And then I need at least 3 details I went to the grocery store, my dog is cute, I also went to church. I have 3 details, but do they all match my topic sentence? They do? Does this one match my topic sentence? That one doesn't have anything to do with what I did on the weekend. Right? Nothing, the fact that my dog is cute doesn't match what I did on the weekend at all. If I said I took my dog to the park to play, then I'm talking about the activities that I did on the weekend, right? And then, do I have a conclusion or an ending? No, I'm missing a conclusion. So maybe might write, I had a great weekend. That's the end, good job. And I forgot to indent the first sentence. So I need to indent this over and then start here, right? So not a good paragraph. Let's try again. Okay. I want you to read this paragraph and check against all of the rules and see if this is a good paragraph, okay? Check and see if it has all of the things. I'll be right back. Such a great family, right? That's the ending. It's over. I'm done. So this is good. Oh, and I indented, right? So this is a good paragraph, right? Okay, so this is what we're going to do. I am going to give you the reading test. But when you are done taking the reading test, however long it takes you, is fine. But when you're done, I'm going to ask you to write a practice paragraph. And I'm going to write the instructions up here. I'm going to have one instruction for level 1 and one for level 2, okay? Or level 2 and 3. So for Sylvia and Alexander, I'm going to ask you to only write sentences. So level 1, you will write five sentences about a vacation you want to take. Okay? So I want you to write 5 good sentences about a vacation that you want to take. No using the computer or the phone, but looking at these things: capital letter, punctuation, subject, and verb. Okay, for this level 2 and 3, I want you to write a complete paragraph about a vacation you want to take. And you're remembering all of the rules. And today this is practice for the writing, but tomorrow is the actual test. And this is what I want you to work on after you take the reading test. So as soon as you're finished with the reading test, bring it to me and then work on practice writing, okay? Does everybody understand? Does you understand?
A little bit.
Okay, for the reading test and the practice writing, no computer. You can make sure that you understand this. Make sure that you understand this. But then after that, no computer. Okay? So, go ahead and write your name. This is practice. So come back to this in a minute. This is practice reading test first. So, this is the reading, and then these are the questions. So this is what you'll turn. This is the reading, and then, this is the question. Okay? So, for this, no computer, okay? Just the reading, yeah.